But you know what also released in the same year?
What's that?
The second worst Pixar film ever made.
I thought that was Brave, but okay.
It's a tie, kind of.
Oh,
I would put Brave. Now thinking about it, I put Brave probably third worst. But this is worse.
Oh,
this is worse than Brave. Not as bad as Cars 2.
Oh, is it the dinosaur one?
Yes, the good dinosaur.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody speak about this.
Because there's
like I forgot that it even was a concept in existence until I read it. Then I remembered, oh yeah, I read that was a thing once, and that's all I could tell you about it.
There's a reason. Because it's bad.
Oops. Oh, that's toileting.
It is a...
Well, already Cars 2 is better, just because if it's bad, then...
I would say that if you watched it, Cars 2 would be better, and this would probably be your worst. I'm just telling you right now. This is probably your...
I can already tell.
If you haven't seen it, but I dare say this is your worst. This is your worst right here. Anyway, you know what it's about?
Yeah.
You know what it's about?
It should be about the dinosaurs, but I guess it sucks and isn't or something, and
so
it's a little too kid friendly, maybe.
So you know the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, right?
Or the meteor, whatever. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So the hook is, what if the asteroid missed Earth? And that's it.
I mean,
dinosaurs
that could be good, but...
So dinosaurs have evolved. Dinosaurs have evolved now to become farmers. And humans have not evolved yet. They act like animals, like dogs, basically. And this film is about, I guess, Arlo. I had to look up his name, but Arlo the dinosaur, the Apatosaurus, the long-necked thing. He's a scaredy cat. He's annoying as hell, but he loses his dad in like a huge river destruction thing. And yeah, his dad dies. He's got to find his way home because he got lost in the river and all that. And along the way, he finds this kid, Spot, who's a human and acts like a dog. And that's it. That's literally it. That's the plot. He's got to go back. I'm not even exaggerating. That's it. Along the way, they find these weird creatures like Sam Elliott T-Rex. That's basically cowboys. They're herding.
I mean, that's at least it's got that. I mean, that's so far the best part about the whole thing.
Yeah, but he just. He tells this really bizarre and dark story about how he almost died and lost all of his blood in something, and then, yeah, it's played off as a joke or something, but it wasn't that funny. It was really weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then there's a part, I can't even tell you what happens after, because they just, it's just little things. It just bops here and there. There's a point where they get high off of shrooms.
Well, at least it's got that. Maybe that's two things out of like a bunch.
I tell you, it comes out of nowhere. Okay, when you know that it's happening, you're like, "What the hell is happening here?" Kind folks.
Hello,
hilarious. That was pretty hilarious. But other than that, that's literally it. Those are the only highlights of this film. And that, of course, of course, he finds his human family, who apparently can stand on their hind legs. This kid has not stood on his hind legs at all throughout the film until the very end, when he finally stops barking and, I guess doing from his mouth and all that. He finally stops doing that when his family comes.
Okay.
And he walks on his hind legs, which has not been... it's not been established that he can do that throughout this entire movie, but apparently it happens here. I don't know. Anyway, he returns home. He puts his stupid track, his stupid paw print on the stone, which is like their rite of passage or whatever. And that's it. That's the entire movie, and it sucks. I hate it. It's so boring.
Okay.
It's 93 minutes, but it feels like 4 hours.
That's bad.
Oh yeah. The only good thing about this film that I can genuinely say is great is the animation. Like, the backgrounds, they look photorealistic. I will say this. It looks so good. I could swear most of the scenery was real life. Okay? It's that good. That's why many people call this a tech demo film, because the plot was so atrocious, the characters were so bad, that it looks like they were just trying to make the best backgrounds and then just flip it and tell a stupid, terrible story, and that's literally it. That's all they did. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. It is a 3 out of 10.
I would think so.
Just because it was that boring. The only two good things in this film were the shroom scene, which, when that happened, it was just bawling. It was absolutely hilarious, and it came out of nowhere. Also, there's this really heartfelt scene where they don't use dialogue at all, and they just show, they were from a family and all that, and they're...
Like a S1E2 of Bodily Plunge, where they didn't have any dialogue.
Yeah, except this one was meaningful. It was more like a Bambi, I guess. When Bambi wasn't using dialogue,
I see what you're saying. It's not so much an artistic choice.
No, it was an artistic choice. That's why they chose with
I don't know
dialogue.
how to word it. It was done for a different purpose, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Those are the only two scenes. Everything else is atrocious.
Yeah, definitely worse than Cars 2. No question about that for me.
Yes.
Say no more. Not even Samuel Elliott can save it.
No, it cannot. Anyway, though...
Cars 2's better, no doubt. It's final for skits.
For skits, yes. Not for Slam, but for skits, yes.
No, because Slam, car is car, the end. But I mean...
Cars, the film, is good.
Well, that one's good, yes.
Cars 3 is...
good. That one was good, too.
It's my personal favorite Cars. Cars 2 is terrible. I'm just saying that. Anyway.
Yeah, we can agree. Of the three, number 2 is the worst.
Yes.
And again, should have just been direct-to-video, because it would have probably been okay in that context, but...
They were still making direct-to-video films like Planes, so I mean, might as well. I mean, kind folks.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, though.
And now... Yeah.
Onward and